Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to create follow-up tasks in ClickUp from Elementor form submissions. Let's suppose I am running a business and I am collecting all my leads with the help of Elementor. I want that whenever there is a new form submission, automatically I should create a follow-up task in my ClickUp account. Doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, so I've completely automated this process, and to do this automation I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between this Elementor and ClickUp. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I am going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I am going to receive a new form submission in Elementor, automatically this will be created as a follow-up task in my ClickUp account. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can create tasks in ClickUp account after form submission from Elementor. And for this, I'm going to create an automation workflow where I'm going to build connection between this Elementor and ClickUp with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now before we sign into our Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic, which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select the classic, and then I'm going to name this workflow as create follow-up tasks in ClickUp from Elementor form submission, and now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select it as forms automation and then click on create. So here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. Trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to create the follow-up task in ClickUp from Elementor form submission, which means whenever there will be new form submission from Elementor, a task will be automatically created in my ClickUp account, which means whenever there will be new form submission, this complete workflow here will get triggered because trigger says when this happens. So when I'm going to receive a new form submission from Elementor and action says do this, then create the follow-up task in ClickUp. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking Elementor, and then in my action application, I will be taking ClickUp. Here in my trigger application, let me quickly take Elementor. And in my trigger event, I'm going to take this new form submission. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Elementor, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Elementor with Pabbly Connect. So reading this help desk, I'm going to build this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my WordPress account. So this is the app dashboard of WordPress, and as Elementor is plugin of that, on the left hand side where you can see all these options, I have installed this from this plugins. As you do this, it will start appearing over here. Now I'm going to scroll above, and then I'll click on this pages and go towards this all pages. Now here these forms have appeared in front of me. You can see all the forms which I have created. I'm going to search for my form. And here this is the form, contact form, and I'm going to click on this edit with Elementor. Now this form has opened in front of me, and as soon as I click on any of these fields, on the left hand side I get this option where if I scroll down I can see this buttons actions after submit and webhook. So I'm going to open this webhook. I'm going to remove this previously existing webhook URL, go back to my workflow, copy this webhook URL and paste it over here. And after pasting this webhook URL, I simply need to click on this publish, and here we have successfully saved this webhook URL from Pabbly Connect to this particular Elementor form. And now if I go back to my workflow, I can see this waiting for webhook response, and under this it is written, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now this means, so as to get the webhook response over here, I need to do a test submission, for which I am going to open my Elementor form where I have built this connection, and I will be doing the form submission. As soon as I do this form submission, I should capture the response here in this workflow, and this is going to show us the connection setup which we have created is working fine. So I am going to open this form, and to open this form, I'm going to click on this preview changes. So this form will appear in front of me, and I'm going to fill in some dummy details here. So let's suppose my first name is current, my last name is lead, my email address is currentlead@pabblytudes.com, and then my contact number is this. I'm going to click on this send, and as soon as I do this form submission, here your submission was successful. I should have captured the response in my workflow. I'm going to open my workflow, and let's wait for the response. Here we have received the response 9 seconds ago, which means as soon as we have done this form submission. The first name was current, last name was lead, email address was currentlead@pabblytudes.com, phone number was this. Here as soon as I've done the form submission, I have captured that response here in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created between Elementor and Pabbly Connect, that is successful. And now whenever there will be new form submission, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Now moving on towards the next step, whenever there is a form submission, I want to create a follow-up task in my ClickUp account. So in my action application, I will be selecting ClickUp, and in my action event, I am going to select a task, create task, and then click on connect. Now if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and now to make this connection, we have to enter the API token. Now to get this API token, I'm going to open my ClickUp account. I'm going to go towards this profile right corner settings apps. I'll open my ClickUp account. On the top, I have this profile. I'm going to click on this, go towards the settings, and then on the left hand side, I have this option of apps. So I have opened this, and here I have this API token. Now if you want to regenerate it, you can regenerate entering your password, and your API token will be regenerated. So here I'm going to follow the same process. I'm going to enter my password, and I'm going to confirm this password, and here I've generated a new API token which I'm going to copy and simply paste that over here and then save this. You will see ClickUp will be connected to Pabbly Connect, and here it is. Now I need to enter these details. So here I need to first select this workspace. You can see that I have just one workspace by the name Pabbly's workspace. If I open my ClickUp account, you can see that we have just one workspace and we are working on this only. So I have selected that. Next we have the space. So I want to create this task in the space itself. I have two spaces. Here you can see this space and then the Pabbly Connect. So I am going to create the task in the space itself. Then the folder name is daily task itself. The list name is list. And then in this task name, I am going to enter the name of this person, current lead. In the description type, I am going to select it as text content. And in the description, I am going to add this email address and the phone number. Now over here in this assignee ID, I'm going to select it as admin Pabblytudes. The tags are not required, so I'm going to skip this. The priority is I will keep it as normal, and then these fields like due date time, start date time are not required fields, so I'm going to skip this. Status is to do, and over here I'm going to write the description also, email, and then the phone. Now you see that I have not manually entered any of these details. Instead, I've simply clicked on this field, click on this Elementor and map the details. Over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. So here I have entered the required details. I am going to click on save and send test request and let's wait for the response. Here I have received the response. This task has been created. I am quickly going to open my ClickUp account and check whether this task has been created or not. So on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to go towards the space. I'm going to click on this daily tasks. And here it is. Under this daily tasks, we have created this current lead. So if I open this, you can see we have added the description here and we have set the priority as normal and then the rest of the details. The name of this task is current lead. So now to summarize, we took Elementor as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the new form submission and then we wanted to create a follow-up task in ClickUp. So we took our action application as ClickUp, made connection with Pabbly Connect, selected the task and the list and then created this task in that particular list. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between this Elementor and ClickUp with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.